Now, the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers National Governing Council has expressed grave concern at the sorry state of junior secondary schools in the country as schools prepare next week for their second-term learning. These and more stories in our county news roundup.
Addressing the media in Nairobi, KUPPET Secretary General Akelo Misori urged the government to reconsider its decision and domicile junior secondary students in secondary schools due to the lack of facilities at primary schools.
The government decision to domicile junior secondary in primary school has caused terrible confusion because we have infrastructure in our secondary schools, infrastructure which is definitely, although not sufficient, would address the yawning gaps of curriculum implementation, especially.
Elsewhere in Kiambu, residents of KUPPET have decried incidents of insecurity following the killing of a man at Rukubi River. They demanded construction of a bridge at the river to connect Rukubi and Kingero villages.
Watusaidie na mataa na barabara hapa kuna pahali pabaya zaidi. Kuna kichaka, hata ukipitia hapa usiku unasikia uoga, na tukienda manyumbani kwetu kunaonekana tu uoga kabisa.
Still on insecurity, several shops were broken into over the weekend in Maralal Town, Samburu County, as thieves took advantage of a 3-day blackout that was caused by floods in Tingamara.
Ile shida tuko nayo hii town kwanza ni hiyo mambo ya stima. The whole weekend kulikuwa na blackout ambayo ili contribute kwa hii wizi.
Meanwhile, the compliance rate of transit vehicles using the Gilgil Way Bridge has risen from 79% to 98% in the last 2 years. Kenya National Highways Authority attributed the success to stringent enforcement of laws and harsh penalties targeting overloaded trucks and engagement of the motorists.
The percentage trucks that are overloaded, especially transit, is around 2%. Actually, last month we only had 6 overloaded trucks that were on transit. So the compliance is around 98%.
Finally, Tourism, Wildlife and National Heritage Cabinet Secretary Penina Malonza has announced plans by the government to translocate rhinos to selected wildlife conservancies to protect the endangered species.
This is how serious we are. We cannot afford to lose our wildlife through drought and climate change, and again we lose them in the hands of conservancies. No.
Joan Junge for Prime Edition.